Here you can see just a few of the lures available from the extensive range of Australian crafted, or AC lures as they are better known, constructed by Anthony Curtis in Wagga, New South Wales. Well, every one of your lures, mate, it states they're tank tested, and you've got the tank here and you seem to test them. I'm not too certain many lure manufacturers do that anymore, but that shows how meticulous you are about the process and the quality of the lure that goes out. Do you want to just give us a bit of a quick insight into that too?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, you are right. No lures leave the factory unless they are tested first to make sure they all swim straight.
Listen to the rattling.
We'll just check a few of them. Now you can see that lure there is really badly out of tune.
Yep.
How we fix that is just grab the pliers, and that lure actually swum to the left. So what we have to do is bend this toe clip a little bit to the right. So all you do is just roll that over. Most of them are perfect straight away, but the trouble is you might get one out of every 20 or 30 or 50 that you do.
Yep.
And if you don't tune every single one of them, then a customer will buy that lure and it won't swim straight, and he'll most likely throw it in the bottom of his tackle box and tell people that they're no good.
They're rubbish,
Yeah.
If you are after a big cod lure, it's hard to go past a big mong, handcrafted from timber and made in memory of a legend. With models that dive down to 8 metres, it's no wonder they have accounted for so many big cod. Available in a wide range of colours, there's bound to be one to suit every angler. Mong on! Dubbo Bait and Tackle are the big cod specialists. Before planning your next fishing trip, come in or call George and his friendly staff for all your fishing needs. The showroom has quality brand name rods and reels for fighting your next fish. Catering for the beginner through to the expert, there's one here to suit you. For the serious fisherman or someone who just wants to spoil themselves, there is one of George's custom rods on hand as used by the anglers in this DVD. The walls are full of a large variety of lures, hard-bodied, soft plastic, and a full range of Bassman spinnerbaits. All the fishing products in this DVD can be purchased at Dubbo Bait and Tackle. Rods to reels, bait to boat accessories, line to lure, electronics to electric motors. Dubbo Bait and Tackle has it all. We hope to see you soon.
Action Craft Murray Downs Marina, custom-built high-quality aluminium boats. From fishing to water skiing, for relaxation or excitement, Action Craft Murray Downs Marina. Value and quality available to you and your family from Action Craft at Murray Downs Marina, Swan Hill.
G'day, my name's Rob McKenzie and I'm here on the Murray with a few good mates. We're going out and we're searching for the Mighty Murray Cod. Fish of this size are very special, and there's only one thing you can do with them after you've caught them, and that is to return them to the river alive for somebody else to enjoy. So in saying that, we'll put this big boat back in the drink and we'll go out and see if we can't get a few more.
Lovely fish.
Yeah!
Woo!
Another yellow belly.
Oh, it must be small. You got to drop you. No, I got him. Oh, look at this big moss. Barry, you're going to have to get this on camera, mate. Look at this. This is the catch of the day, mate. An absolute humpy. Can you make me hook, little fella? Well, look at that. He would. Have a look at that. It's not much bigger than the spinnerbait it's trying to eat. Just shows how aggressive they can be, doesn't it? Beautiful little fish. Get down there and get eaten.
Sort of worries you when they're out and about, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's not a good sign. But all the same, Gus.
Yellow belly.
You got another one?
Yeah.
We're actually doing a yellow belly DVD.
They're in plague proportions.
This is Gus Stewart, the yellow belly expert.
Oh. Oh.
What have you done, Gary?
Oh, he scoffed it way down.
That might be another...
Have a look at that. I should have been a doctor.
I like that, mate. Doctor's still right. I don't think I'll be coming to you for an examination.
Want your prostate checked, mate?
First kick of a hike.
You got him, Lube? Yep. Let's go.
Yellow. Oh, nice yellow belly, mate.
Small cod.
Small cod, is it? Yep. What a magnificent fish.
That's beautiful.
That's a good sign.
It is a good sign.
Hit like a cod.
Small,
It's because it's a cod, mate.
small fish in the
Do
system.
you want to bring him over so we can have a bit of a look at him, Lou?
Yeah.
I'll try and manoeuvre this thing. Load around a bit.
Hey, it's a powerful little fish.
Yeah. I might even take a couple of photos of you with that, Lou.
Yeah.
Glenn, could you come and hang on to this, Glenn, mate? No, I
Spin around a bit more.
No, that'll be all right there. Just hang on to that so I can get the camera out.
Just leave him sitting in the water, all nice and upright,
Yeah, keep him upright.
just under the surface.
Where did he get hooked, mate?
Oh, he slammed it on the bottom.
On the bottom?
Yeah.
Both hooks
Both
in
hooks are in there.
Benefits of a stinger.
That's right.
I can never say too much about it. I love them. I wouldn't use spinnerbaits without them. So, buddy, lift him up for me. Turn him around into the sun there. That looks really good, Lou. That's magnificent, mate. How heavy you reckon it'd be? 6, 7 pounds?
Yeah,
6
about
pounds?
7 pound or something like that. Yeah, nice little fish.
A really nice fish, mate. Good on you, Lou.
Excellent, mate.
You're on, mate.
I'm on all right. Oh, he's got me down in the timber, the bastard. He's got me buried. Right, he's buried me. But there's no doubt that they feed on the surface, the big cod and stuff, because they've been found with ducks, snakes,
Yeah.
you name it, they eat it.
Definitely.
Lubin was telling me there a few weeks back he caught about a 70, 80 pound cod on one of your spinnerbaits, and when they were taking a photo of it, it actually regurgitated a shag.
He was telling me about that. No.
You wouldn't think they would eat a shag, but obviously this fish is on the big enough size that he's just, there's a shag, I'm having that.
Yeah.
You know, it's just scoffed it down. Watch that bit of weed there, mate. Yep. That was quick, wasn't it?
It was quick, mate.
And the big AC Invader.
That was magic.
He's given up now, but I think we'll see a bit more come out of him yet.
Yeah. What do you want me to do, mate?
I just want you, when he comes up tuckered, well, he's not a bad fish. not a bad fish.
He's a nice fish.
Look at that. Have a look at that for a Murray cod, eh? Woo-hoo. And he has nailed that. Right, Glenn, he's not... Oh, no, he's not ready yet. Righto, Glenn. I reckon you could nearly get a shot on him there, mate, if I can keep his head tilted up. That's a moit. Oh, that's very scary.
You know what? Ready, right? Just keep him on his upright there, Glenn. Like that. Yep.
Keep his head up. That was a bit scary. Just look at this. Oh no, you can do it. Get it into his gullet.
Ready? Ready?
Oh. Barry, can you remove that lure for me, Glenn? As good as you can. Now this is a Murray cod.
Can I grab that out from this side, Luke?
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Right,
Come on out.
We'll get away, mate. We'll
I've
get
got
away.
We got him on a 150 Mil Ac Invader. A magnificent specimen, isn't it?
No pink blushing or anything. He's a real good fish.
Alright, pop that out of his gob, Glenn,
Beautiful, easy as.
and we'll slip him back in. You got enough there, Barry? Righto.
This is going to be good from climbing here.
Blimey, how do you like that?
That's great, mate. That's
Eh?
awesome.
Just
That's great, mate.
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
Good on you.
magnificent fish, eh?
Good. Monkey's off your back, boy. Let's rock.
Got him in the boat with Now that's cod fishing. I reckon the older the snag, the older the fish are that are on them, like the residents.
Yep.
The first fish that take up residence on the snag, you know, if the snag's 20 years old, well, there might be a 20-year-old resident there,
Yep.
which should make him a fair size. Straight over to the weed.
I think I've positioned with this colour enough. What do you reckon?
Yeah. On some other gay creation you've got. Why don't you put a jackal on?
Would you like me to?
Come on.
That's better, baby.
Done,
Take us out.
Yep.
Go strike too, do you? Make sure the hook's in there.
Yeah.
Nice one, Glenn.
Oh yeah, baby. Lovely. Tiddler.
Oh no.
No, tiddler. Got so much tomato. Don't get your leader, mate. Got him. No, I don't. They come over way easy.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay. Rippers?
Got the wing, mate.
One under the gill almost, like the not under.
How deep is that there?
Oh, you'll be able
It's not very deep, mate.
sit in.
Got it unhooked anyway. You right, boys? Watch your leg, mate. Lovely. Lovely. You right if I take these out?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, beautiful! I'm going to unhook him.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
Beautiful.
Let him go. Awesome.
Yeah, he's a good fish.
He's alright.
He's a good fish. Oh, oh yeah, he's a nice fish.
Lovely. He's only just hooked in the top of the head, mate, and it's not opening his cock, so bear with me. Sorry, mate. Oh, jeez, that's cold, that water.
That fired him up, mate.
He's got a bit more fight in him. Sorry, mate.
Just fired him up a bit now. Here you go, mate. Go up the middle. And he's got his mouth open.
Coming around.
Try and keep his head up.
I've got him locked down, mate.
Got him?
Yep.
Wow, how good's that, eh? How good that... Keep him upright, mate. Keep him upright.
You want him in the boat?
Turn him over. First to get
Yeah, I
it.
tried to do that. It's hooked in under his lip.
Okay.
Yep.
Here we go. Lift the big He's going the wrong way. Out you go. Oh, look at that. Swims away beautifully.
Did you get that, Barry?
Well done.
Good stuff, mate. Bass Pro Grand Finalist 2006.
Ace caster.
What a f***ing rip.
It's right ready to go in here and that.
No, mate, you just keep casting the whole of the... Because that is just...
You didn't try that, it might just come flying off, you never know. Oh, well done, mate.
How's that? Hey? How's that? It's a fluke. So, did you get that, Barry?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, Bass Pro Grand Finalist, that's how we do it.
That was a top comeback.
Too shaped. What do you call that? Let's get a photo of that, mate. It's layback angle.
Big effort.
Alright, I'll stand up when she's all that. It's a beauty. It is a beauty.
Oh, there's some fish.
Alright, just take your time, you'll be right. Don't need to touch the motor, don't need to touch that motor.
He's coming right up at the boat. Drop your rod tip. Drop your rod tip. That's it. Good man. Good man.
Yep, I've got a...
Oh, lovely. Hey, a nice fish.
Yeah, he's a nice fish. Bring him in the other side now. He has too. He has nailed his mouth shut.
Got him. Got him. Do you want to lift him in? What a lovely Murray cod.
Oh, he's a nice specimen.
Nice, healthy fella. Bit of weight in him. What do you reckon, Gus? About another 20, 22 kilos, something like that?
Yep,
Okay.
I reckon that'll be about it.
Well,
You got just sit him down in the water,
Yep.
then
you're right. I'm just going to stretch my legs out so I don't
Righto.
drop him.
yep. Oh, good fish.
Lovely big fella. We'll let him get his bearings.
Yep, hold him up. Beautiful.
Got his pectoral fins going.
Just about right.
Take him out.
See you, mate.
Keep tight this hand. Keep tight this hand. Jesus! He's massive fish. He's a big fish.
Oh, he's playing up a bit.
He doesn't want to give up. Oh, have a look at that.
Nice fish. You reckon we'll get him up?
Just what you done tuck your hand, mate. Holy dooly. He's a top.
You hop out, Gus.
Yeah, in a minute.
Oh, it has got one eye.
Yeah, mate.
You right? Look at that. Beautiful.
Have a look at this.
Well done, Gus.
Thanks, mate. I are the legend of catching fish with only one eye. He is missing his eye. I had to put the lure right down the right side of him for him to find it. Oh,
Bit of bait out easy as that. Bassman, thank you very much.
Oh, big fish.
Huge
How
now.
heavy you reckon?
That's at least 70 pounds.
At least 70 pound. Beautiful fish. Big old fish.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Well done, Pete. Yeah. What a way to start the day, eh? Oh, he's a monster.
He's a big one. He's lubing into a good Murray cod. Go lubing, go lubing. Oh, have a look at that. Can you take us over there, Glenn? Have a look at that. I don't know, I reckon we're just about...
Go across the other side.
Yeah. Put her into pursuit mode. Have a look at the size and boof, that stump jumper. Up to you, mate, if we can just release it.
Yeah, I reckon that's
We'll
great.
just release this big fella. We'll get over north of the green if we can.
Too far. And he's not a young fish either.
No, he's a big old fish.
Do you want to unhook him for me, Pete?
I'll see if we can get him close to the camera to have a good look. Oh, he's released himself.
Oh, that's
Good on
very
you,
good.
mate. Good on you. Sensational stuff.
Yeah.
That fish was probably, I would say, 70
60, 70 pound, yeah. And he's absolutely scarred the lure. Thank you, Paddo, for the stump jumper.
Yeah.
Much appreciated. Own a hook.
They're a very good lure, the old stump jumpers. They're probably been around longer than most of the cod lures. And
when you get a big old fish like that next to the boat and you can't get on the bank, it is better just to release them in the water. Like,
that's dead right,
do
mate.
too much damage by tying them around.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can I have a nice close-up of the damage he's done to your lure?
Yeah.
Maybe if you can, someone can hold it.
Yeah. He's scarred all down the side of it. You can feel it's really, really rough. And on the other side, it's all scarred to buggery. It's a bit hard to see with the fluoro lure, but with a darker lure, it's much easier.
Show us what that previous one did to this one.
You see the teeth marks in it here? On both sides you can see, look at this. They have got serious teeth.
And that was a brand new lure.
That
when it started.
first go. So you just look at the fang marks I've put in it. So you imagine, actually you can have a bit of a look here. That was getting one out the other day.
Back of your hand, show you those fang marks.
You put your hand in their mouth. They call it cod thumb. With these bigger fish we actually call it cod hand or cod arm.
And if it gets real bad, it's cod body.
I like that. I like that. It'll go up and down, and that's what you're looking for when you're trolling. That's the sort of stuff you look at. A dead flat bottom, it doesn't give the fish anywhere to live or hide.
When the hollows, it's just give them something to sit in.
A log, a rock, even an undulating, mud bank that's got drop-offs or anything that sort of stuff where a fish can hide to jump out on its prey.
Yep.
Sounds good whistling past the ear, mate.
Well, it'd be better than sounding it hitting in your ear.
Got him.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, dropped him.
Bad luck.
Back quick. What do you got the strike on, Phil, mate?
Yeah, what have we got the strike on, Phil? He's a good fish too.
Yeah.
I'd put the thumb on him as well.
First trip, right?
I just knew there had to be one in there, mate. You could sort of smell them.
We might be back for another go.
Oh, I think he stripped off probably 3 or 4 metres of cord.
Yeah.
He's heading back into his house. Here we go, Baz.
Yeah, yeller on the mumbler.
Yeller on the mumbler. Oh, nice little yeller. Have a look at this. Have a look at the way he's woofed.
Oh, you're kidding.
He's woofed this mumbler right into him, hasn't he? Have a look at that.
Oh, he's stuffed.
Stinger, plastic, the whole works. Just boof. They like this mumbler.
Maybe we might just have a good yellow one.
They like this mumbler. Here we go again, 2 in 2 casts. This one wasn't quite as greedy. He's just got it in the corner of his gob. So we'll just lay him down here. Settle, settle, settle fish. Just wiggle that hook out. Get hold of him. There we go, beautiful little fish. We'll let him back in. There's a lot of anglers out there, Glenn, that aren't really aware of what sort of lures to use when they go cod fishing. They walk into a tackle shop, and nowadays there's just, just hundreds of different models and sizes and shapes. So I'd like to take the anglers through a few that I've used and that I have a lot of success with. And I'll begin with the biggest of the lures. This is a Jamie Flat lure from Mud Eye. This sort of lure I troll. I use this as a trolling lure. It's a big, heavy lure. It's sort of targeted for really big fish. Deep dive, as you can see by the size of the bib. Very buoyant, so they're fairly well snag proof. Not all, you can snag them, but they do ride the timber pretty well. We'll go down the line and we'll move on to the 150 Mil AC Invader. Now this is a terrific lure. They've just been bought out in plastic. Also, once again, it's a big fish lure. We've probably caught, 15, 20 cod over a metre on these in the last couple of years. So very proven lure. Once again, fairly deep diver, as you can see by the size of the bibs. Then we've got, as we go down the scale, the 130 Mil Muldoon. Once again, this is a deep diving lure. Bib size shows that. It sort of pushes down in against the water. These are also a good big cod lure. They've got a bit of size about them. Fairly buoyant, easy to run through the timber. So good lure. Then we go down to the jumbuck not as big a lure, but it pushes a lot of water. It also has a big bib, so it gets down into, you know, that 7-8 metres of water where the bigger fish live. We'll go through to the Stump Jumper. This is probably the most commonly used lure on the Murray River. These have been around for eons, and you know, they're just a very popular cod lure. You know, everyone's used them at least once. As we go down a bit further, we go down to the 90 Mil AC Invader. This is a crash diving lure. This lure can be used to both cast and troll. Big bib, so when you chuck it out, it sort of drives itself down really quick, so it's a good casting lure. It's also a good trolling lure. And then the smallest and probably one of the most effective big cod lures I've used, the Predatech Boomerang. Once again, this lure can be cast or trolled. It's a crash diver as well. You know, you can flick it around the timber and it gets down to 2 or 3 metres really fast, stays in the zone. Very good for yellowbelly also. Now, once we get away from the hard body range, we go down into the spinnerbaits, and I'll let Glenn tell you about the spinnerbaits because he's the maker and he knows more about them than any man.
Thanks, Roy. Well, the last couple of years, a couple of young fellas have been working with me. They've been catching a lot of big cod, and what we had to do, we designed a range called the Codman range. Now with that, we redesigned the wire and used a lot heavier wire, and also blade configuration. We upgraded the blades to a couple of big double Colorados, so they put a lot more vibration and that in the water. Now these are also built on chem-sharp hooks with Gamakatsus, and we do them in a range of colours, in about 10 assorted colours, and they also come rigged with a stinger and a soft plastic on it. Now also what we've done is we brought out a range of Mumblets. Now these are a design similar to that of the chatterbait, which is out of the US, but what we have done, we have upgraded the hooks on them, upgraded the toe point so there's no weak links, so they are designed to catch our big Murray cod here on the Murray. So that's how they come.
I noticed they got a much larger blade on them too, mate, like they'd push a fair bit of water, wouldn't they?
They put a lot of vibration in the water. They're very similar to what I'd call like a sinking hard body. The blade vibrates backwards and forwards and puts a lot of vibration. With the added soft plastic, gives it a lot bigger profile.
Yeah, well, the Bozo range of plastics actually suits the skirt colours and everything. Like in the water, they look sensational.
Blends in very nice. And just another point, there is with the head weights, there is 2 sizes, like I said before, 1/2 ounce and 5/8. 1/2 ounce designed for more shallow water stuff, probably 1 metre down to about 3 metres, and then the 5/8 to greater depths or a little bit faster water. And
sensational, mate.
Yeah, so you can go into your shops, buy them pre-rigged, ready to go, just tie them on and hang on.
I notice you count down there sometimes, mate.
Yeah, just to give me a bit of an idea of the depth.
Yep.
We're getting at. There's no sort of rhyme or reason. Anyone can count. It's not a second count or anything, but just a count. And it lets me know when I go back for the next cast. As soon as I hit bottom at 6, I count to 5, and it just puts me just above the bottom.
Yep. So that way you get a sort of a smooth routine, don't you? Like it's swimming down, and then it swims down and curls in an arc.
Coming back.
It doesn't stop, so that the whole thing's in motion all the time.
This was a big fella. Big fella. Yep. I want you to have a look at this when it first comes up, mate. Hang on.
Good shit. Now if we just
There's the middle.
here.
I got him. Give me your rod, mate, just in case he goes. Just watch your feet.
I got him.
You got him?
Yep. We'll get this hook.
I'll just get the hooks out.
Wow. Well done, Glenn.
Excellent, mate.
Do you want to hop aside and help you lift him?
Yep.
Here's another one of these big monster Murray Cod. Have a look at this fella. Have a look at that. How good is he?
He's a bloody ripper.
He's a bloody ripper.
Beautiful.
You don't want to keep him out of the water too long, but it's great to see the sheer size, the belly and everything. Now, we're just going to let him go. Here we go, mate. There we go. Put him out.
Yeah, even though they've been around a long time, spinnerbaits, there's still, to a lot of anglers, it's new technology, isn't it? It's like it's,
Yeah.
you know, I work in a tackle shop and off and on, and I quite often have boats come in and say, how do you work these things, you know? Where are these spinnerbait things? And,
Yeah.
while there's a lot of people using them, there's a lot of people that haven't even seen them and have got no idea, you know?
Yeah.
So,
They're not hard to use. Basically, you just tie them on, cast them out, let the lure do the work. Just let it sink. Do your little count. Sometimes you need to just a bit of a rod flick.
get that blade going.
Yep. And then just a nice, steady retrieve. Every now and again, just put a little pause in it. Because the whole aim of the game is to keep it in front of their face for as long as possible.
How am I going, Freaky? Oh yeah, it's a beauty too. There's the peep after. He's got all.
Oh, it is a good fish.
Magnificent fish. Oh, what do you think, Ruben? You reckon we can pick him up and just do it on the front of the boat?
Yeah. I reckon. Put him right on the top of there.
Yeah, get him with a glove, right?
Do you want me to glove it or?
Leave those rods.
There you go.
What's it all? Can we? Alright. What, 4 of us can get in, can we?
Yeah, why not?
How do you take it?
Hold him tight. Don't let it go, let it go. Yeah. Still got heaps of going in.
Oh,
Yeah. No, he's going to come off.
well done, Luke.
The reason I did that was because the lure is just about to come out.
No, that's fair enough. Keep him upright, mate. I reckon, can you get us over there, Glenn? We'll jump, get these boys to jump in. Turn the boat somewhere where there's
That was a good catch with the grippers.
The hand is melted.
Yeah. They did come in handy.
They did come in handy. Peaky, you want to... I'll get you to step over first, Peaky.
Yeah.
You will just we'll all get in it, eh? Woo! Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, mate, come on, jump over.
Fine. So if you get in... Alright.
Okay,
Now,
come
can
on.
you hold the gripper?
Grab the grippers. Get on there, come across Lubin, and then we'll get out. We can just bail out. Very high side. So do you want to get him up?
If we all three of us scoop him up.
Oh, he's off! Oh, bugger. Oh, that's not fair. Righto, Bazza, we've got a snag here, mate. This is a tackleback. There's heaps of them on the market. Probably a lure fisherman's best mate. They come in all different models. Some of them have got clips and rings and stuff, but the idea of them is, and chains on the bottom, the idea of these is once you're snagged up, you clip them onto your line, you drop them down,
You right, mate? You name it.
I'm getting there. Yeah, you feel the snag, you bounce them down on top of it. Righto, Pato, you can wind that up, mate.
I got you, mate. And 9 out of 10 times it bounces it off when it hits the bib.
And there we go. So this one's picked it up by the chains. So, and that saves you a fortune in lures. So if you're a lure fisherman, you haven't got one of them, you're probably paying through the mouth. So I think they retail for around about somewhere between 30 and 40 bucks, which is a pretty cheap investment.
Well, it's good that people are actually releasing these things back into the water. It's about bloody time. I mean, you would have probably been the same as me when you were a young bloke. You're taught that meat fishing was the way to go.
That's exactly right.
You know, and you're just, luckily enough, we all cottoned on to
mate, but in all honesty, I do not begrudge any man to feed a fish.
No,
that's it, at the start of the day, that's what fishing's about.
It's a shame carp don't taste good.
Well, actually they do. They're saying bloody sensational. Everyone get out and eat them.
Or even sushi, they're that good.
But, yeah, a feed of fish is something... And most anglers don't have a problem with other anglers taking a feed of fish. It's common sense. I sort of liken a big cod. I know fish is not classified as meat, but if you walked into a butcher shop and wanted some steak, and the butcher was to cut you some steak off a 50-year-old cow, you'd be pretty pissed, I reckon. You'd probably bop the butcher.
Knock a couple of rumps off the big old bull.
Or a 10-year-old chook. Give us one of them 10-year-old chooks here, because that'll taste really good, won't it?
All that big lumps of yellow fat, which is not undifferent to what we're talking about.
Yeah, I reckon a big cod's the same. Like, it's been in the river for 40, 50 years. Everything else we eat prime, young, and yet it seems to be a code amongst some anglers to kill the big ones and gobble the big old fatty ones.
Yeah.
But and they come up with a string of excuses why these big fish shouldn't be in the river, you know, that they don't breed anymore, they eat all the little ones. Like, the list of excuses is as long as there's fishing right.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, what it is ego.
It's to justify their own guilt so they can feel like a hero.
You know, them days are gone. These fish are too special. What would you call those? They're a living treasure of the Murray River.
Oh, of the country, of the world, really, but of the country.
Well, amongst the largest freshwater fish in the world.
They are fantastic fish.
We're very lucky to have them. We're very lucky to be able to catch them. And even more so, we're lucky to be able to let them go and catch them again.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, and again.
Yep. Oh, it's just a yellow. Dropped it anyway.
Oh, was it? No.
Shit!
That's big fish, mate. Put him in. Put another one in. Shit. Hey, put them in. I think you took it off this other way. Just a little bit of tear, let me tell you. Mate. Nothing you can do about him.
No, no.
So he actually hit it?
Oh, yeah. Shit, yeah.
So you got weight, or you didn't get weight?
No, I just got a good hit. Step left, mate. I'll just have one more. It's just a good solid hit. Oh, like a good pluck at it. Just whack. You know, didn't really grab it and start thrashing his head or nothing. But thought it was a yellow at first, but a yellow doesn't make a boil like that.
No, that's the second one I've tried today.
Yeah, it's the second one I've missed. Heartbreaking.
Pump that yellow, Glenn. Pump that yellow. Nah.
Skating again.
Have a look at that greedy yellow belly.
Look where he's hit it.
He's woofed the big mole.
Look where he's hit it.
It's staying down deep, is it?
Yeah, he is.
Good. There's a bend in that rod.
Yeah, another great rod from George. Hastings blanks. Coming up. Oh, that's taking line, man.
Careful that butt back, mate.
Yeah, yeah. Watch out! Watch it! He's out there.
I'm going to find the bloody foot because.
Watch your balance, Maz.
Yeah, I'm right.
Right.
Yeah, if you can join him around the other side of the boat, it'd be better. If you can even get right up the back there, it'll be good.
Hang on a second. Just give me a sec.
He's behind the boat now. It's huge.
Yeah, bring him in. That's it, mate. Lovely.
Ooh, he's a
Big one. He is too. Lovely.
Watch you in here. Come on, back
Quick.
up. Come on.
Get in quick.
just watch it shallow a long way out.
Keep his head coming towards you, right? Turn around, I'll grab the front of your boat. Come on, Gus. Too much. Come on, Gus.
Now come closer to me. Come closer to me, Glenn. Walk over. That's it, walk over.
Come on, boys.
That's good.
Let's rock, Rodney. Let's rock.
You ready, Gus?
Just scoop him up.
Scoop him.
Now one on this side.
Come on.
Pick him up.
Come on, boys.
You ready, Baz?
Fantastic.
Everyone in?
Yeah.
Right?
Now, faces down.
Good on you, mate.
Beautiful.
Good work, boys. Lovely fish.
All right, you ready?
Lovely fish.
You beauty. Good on you, mate. Good stuff.
Hey, Glenn, for anyone that doesn't know how to ring either a mumbler or a spinnerbait, mate, how's the best way to go about it? You know, you obviously do a fair bit of it.
Yeah, mate. Well, I'll show you. A couple of the first things you need a good stinger hook, and we use the Gamakatsu range at the present time. and you need something to pierce the stinger hook. A small piece of rubber, hang on a second, I'll get it out on my hand. A small piece of rubber or a bit of plastic out of an ice cream container will do the job, or a small Lumo bead. Now, one of the main things you've got to do is make sure that everything is even, and even with the back of the plastic. First, we measure the hook of the mumbler or spinnerbait to where the bend comes out of the plastic, and that's where we want the eye of our stinger hook. Now, the bend of the mumbler come out there. You want the eye of the stinger hook sitting there. Where the bend of the stinger hook comes out, that's where you want to place it. So what we do with the Bozo plastics, because they're extremely tough, we pierce a little hole in it. Okay, just poke a couple of holes in it, there just to break the surface of the skin, and then get your eye of your stinger hook and put down in there. Just excuse me for a sec. Just takes a little bit of getting in there. And then move it along, push it up to where it needs to sit. Now the eye of that hook is sitting there. Now we grab either the mumbler or the spinnerbait, and you've got to insert the hook there, go down through and catch the eye of the stinger hook. Do that. Bring it in there. Feel your way through. Try and feel it with the stinger hook. There, you feel it, and then just pop it up through. Does take a little bit of fiddling around, but once you get it right, just pull the stinger hook, make sure everything's locked on. It's all nice and straight. And then grab your small piece of rubber or plastic, punch it through, be careful not to put the hook through your fingers, and place it on, just like that.
How good's that look?
And then when it's rigged up on your line, you tie direct to there, the skirt sits down over the top, all ready to rock. Time to go fishing.
Cast the spinnerbait down on the bank here. They've been nailed, big time. Not a bad fish either by the look of that. That's whipping caught off there. Oh, come on, slow down, big boy. Oh. Now that is a serious load on a rod. And it's just hanging in. Actually, I think you might have made it. By the feel of that. He's made it down into the holes. Holy shit, did that drive that? Whew.
I'm going. I'm going.
That nearly punched a hole through me, that fish.
That hit good.
Oh, didn't know what.
Tell me when you think it's going to surface.
It's not far off it now,
Mate,
Buzz, I think.
just watching the line.
Oh. That is one of the
Baz,
hardest.
it's out the back
Baz.
there, mate.
Alright, well I've only got him by one lip. We got a glove?
Oh, you better get on it, bro.
The 150mm AC Invader, beautiful lure, big cod. It won't surprise me if this big fella gets off because it's only just hooked.
Grab him like you want it, Paddo.
Paddo, don't hold the lure, mate.
I'm just trying to get a look at his mouth, mate.
Once you got him, you got him.
I haven't touched him yet,
He's having a go.
but I'll get him.
Don't they? Look at the load on the rod here.
Beautiful. No wonder, he's a cracker of a fish, mate.
This would be a pen rod, this one, Glenn.
Oh,
Hey, Rod.
Magnificent rod.
I don't want to scare you, but And your braid is really gone.
Holy
Holy goly.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that's holding together. Just drop that motor, Glenn.
Can we bogey this one?
I can grab him if you want, mate. I'm not
Well,
worried to get that on the
just
reel.
As long as you can,
Mate,
when
get
you
that
grab
on the reel.
Yeah, don't let go. Yeah, so
Get that on the reel, mate. Just get that brake on the reel. Motor's off. Don't worry about the motor.
Good man.